You and your husband are one of only a handful of actual superheroes that we've seen in the country. And a superhero is somebody you put ungodly expectations on. You expect them to never make mistakes and you want them to be flawless and just things that just aren't realistic for humans. But the way that you two pulled that off was, I think when we look back 100 years from now, like you were the source of pride for a nation that needed that. So yeah,
Thank
whatever
you.
we can do
Thank you
to
for
pay
that.
you back for that, we'd love it.
Thank you, Katt. That's very sweet of you. Oh, well, we can end it now. We can all go home.
Bam.
Yes, right.
Money's
Right.
worth.
I'm not done yet.
Right.
So when you sat down, you said you grew up getting whoopings.
That was an odd thing for me to just come out with.
Yeah, but black folks, we know. We all know about a whooping.
We know. So I wanna back up and just hear how Katt Williams became Katt Williams. So I want to know how did that start?
So I really owe everything in my trajectory to the love of books that I forged early. So reading books just shaped me into this. So, for example, I can remember young figuring out that my mother and father didn't really love me, but they took really good care of me. And
how could you? What made you say they didn't love you? What did they do that left you with that feeling?
Nothing. I just I was reading so many books and I was seeing so many stories and I was just trying to figure out where I fit in with these stories, if I was that type of person. And I realized that my mother never kissed me, right? And that there was this dynamic that existed in other households that I didn't have in mind. But at that time, I had already read so many books that I was excited about it.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, I'm guaranteed. I'm a sure thing. A terrible childhood? Like, I'm guaranteed to make it. Like, all of the heroes and all of these stories.
This is where it all begins.
Poor girl Cinderella's played in the chimney. The
It's
stepmother's awful.
You're
all
like,
her
I'm right on
sisters
track.
Oh, I'm like, God, you really know how to do it. Like, no, this is why you leave at 13.
That's right.
I get it, Jesus.
Yes.
You know,
Way to
so,
turn it around. Katt, way to
but
turn it
understand
around.
I'm that early.
Yeah.
Like,
Wow.
Because
How old?
like 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had already made the decisions at 6 just because once you've read thousands of books, you see that all of these stories are similar and that you're gonna make it through. Like they're like depression is the worst disease because it makes you think things that are incorrect, you know? So I was reading so many books of so many people in so many different circumstances, and it always works out. It always gets better. Life is always worth the next adventure. And so that's how I was looking at things even that early.
How many brothers and sisters did you grow up with?
I'm the oldest. I
You're
have
the oldest.
2 younger brothers.
So did your parents have you sweeping chimneys and whatnot? I mean, what was it about your childhood that made you read those stories and say, you know what, I'm missing something, you know?
Well, I wasn't at the age where I thought I was missing anything. Now, granted, in retrospect, I was. But I was using all of my setbacks for my benefit. So So, for example, like I wasn't allowed to watch television or see movies or go over people's house or go to a dance or no extracurricular
Yeah.
activities of any kind. But I devoted all of that time to reading. So I got 3 open books
Yeah.
every day. I'm in the middle of these and I'm immersed and I feel like I'm really learning something from everyone's experience and that it's putting me ahead of the curve because of how much knowledge and information I'm getting on something that doesn't have anything to do with me. Like I'm reading about Winston Churchill, but the stories all go together. You know?
And this situation you were in, not being able to do a lot of stuff, that was because your parents were religious?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
They were Jehovah's Witness.
Right. And high up in the organization.
Yeah.
But, a lot of the things that I learned because of that situation. So I already knew that when I got in a position to be a parent, I understood love is the most important thing and it's free.
Yeah.
Like you can do that.
That's right.
And I know all the other stuff seems to matter, but actually the imparting of love and creating an individual that knows how to receive it and give it and deal with it is just so important. And don't get me wrong, my father was a great father. He's a great husband. My parents are still together. They've been together almost 50 years now. So like they're wonderful. But
what's your relationship like with them today?
I love them today, same as I always did. I'm more, they got more respect for me for how great of a job that they did, even when the feelings weren't there, you know? And I appreciated that. And that made it so much easier for me to adopt children because I realized, DNA doesn't matter, bloodlines don't matter.
So
Family's where the love is.
Yeah, that was another thing I didn't realize about you, that you have adopted a lot of kids. Tell us.
Yeah, I didn't see that in the bingo cards.
Right.
But my son's mother was living in another state and she had another life and had kids. And at some point, she faced an addiction crisis and her children went to the orphanage. So when they called me, I don't have a direct relationship with these children, but they are the siblings of my son. And I did all the research and I knew that it takes $1 million to raise a child.
Yes,
and
indeed.
I was eager to say, wait a minute, Lord, you're saying I'm going to have $10 million to take care of 10 kids?
Yeah, right.
Fine. Let's do it.
I'm in.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to let me suffer. You're certainly not going to let. And it was best experience ever.
How old were you when you adopted the kids? And what stage in your life? Were you already in comedy? Were you already Katt Williams, or was this?
Yes, ma'am, but a lesser form, a smaller case K. I was making less than $25,000 a year, so that lets you know where I was. But I had been working, and everything was looking good. It was a period in my life where I think that's the only way he could save me, is to give me this instant, humongous family and all of these.
Did you need saving?
I did.
What was going on?
I love women so much.
Tell us more.
And So I had a 5-bedroom house with a woman in each room.
Oh, Katt.
Because I like women. I like waking up hearing them. I like them being around.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's my sweet spot.
Mm-hmm. Well, it sounds like you weren't in crisis.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't that type of crisis. It's just that the kids happening instantly like that meant, no, I got to grow up. I got to do stuff a different way. Like I got to do a different trajectory. Like I'm going to be a family man now, you know? So I couldn't be the bachelor superstar that I had envisioned at that point that I was getting ready to go into. So yeah, it saved me for sure.
What was the biggest challenge in your parenting career?
The hardest part is losing a child is probably the worst thing that can happen to you on this earth. Like there's no recovery from it. There's no...
You lost a child? I'm sorry.
Yes, ma'am. But,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that was probably the only regrettable thing is that I had built myself to be completely impervious to the machinations of the devil. So there was nothing Satan could do that would ever take my joy from any situation. And the worse things are going for me personally, the more you can probably find me smiling and telling jokes, because that's how we get back. But in that particular circumstance, it's the worst thing imaginable. It doesn't get any better. It actually gets worse. But yeah, other than that, it was complete joy.
What do you think parenthood taught you about yourself, especially since you had a bunch of kids?
That there's no such a thing as doing a great job. There's just such a thing as doing a bad job. And if you're making sure that you're doing a good job, then that should take a lot of the panic and anxiety away from you. I think I learned that the most, patience. If you have a special needs child, you just look at the world differently. You realize that the special needs community is like the only legitimate angels on earth. Like a lot of the things that make people a bad person, somebody with autism doesn't even know how to do that. Like they don't know how to be jealous or envious and conniving. And
one of my favorite guilty pleasures is, have you seen Love on the Spectrum? I just love that show.
Oh my God.
Oh, I mean,
everyone on it.
Everyone on the show. And Craig, my brother, is never caught up on any social media.
I apologize.
Anything,
I apologize.
It's a beautiful, it's a reality-based show, and the producers of that have worked on Later Daters with us. Okay. And so it's the kind of reality TV that I really love. I mean, I love it all, but these are just really some of the best humans. They're autistic people who want to find love. And I think I cry every episode. It's just like you said, Katt, the best display of humanity.
Yeah, I watch it just to cry.
Yeah.
Like it's a free therapy session to go and be reminded about how wonderful it is to be human and to see people searching to attain something that they can actually get to. And the fact that it goes from season to season and like they're famous now.
They are. They need to be.
Famous now, and yet they're still right where we need them to be. So it's such a genuine experience.
Do you have children who
One.
are autistic? You have one?
I have one.
Yeah.
Bless
Yeah.
her heart. Yeah, we love
Oh my
good old
goodness.
Leanne. She's the best.
And
Mhm.
I want to get back to, because one thing I didn't ask about child, you were emancipated at 13. Is
Yeah.
that?
I've read that.
Yeah. Have you read that about
You've read that
yourself?
about yourself.
Mhm.
Tell us more about.
yeah.
It's not often that
And
you
at
just.
13,
And what led to that? Did you just
Yes.
walk out the door? Did you just say, "Hey, okay, thank you, everyone. I'm gonna take all my books and I'm on my own"?
I don't know how to put this without sounding facetious, but if you came from a Bible reading, believing family,
Yeah.
then you already knew I was finna do what Jesus did.
okay.
Bounce.
Okay.
Yeah, now go find a temple to turn
That's
over
right.
tables. Like, this is the life of a Christian revolutionary.
I got to tell you, you're way ahead of me, because even if I wanted to leave at 13, I wouldn't have had
The
the
guts.
nerve to do it, nor the wherewithal that I could do it.
It was a terrible idea. And
Okay. All right. Here we go.
I don't talk about it because I don't want any young person to hear that and think that it's possible
But I
that
think
they can pull it off.
hearing that it's terrible is useful.
But
So-
it wasn't. I just
It
say
wasn't
that.
terrible?
No.
Oh, Pat.
No, of course
Oh,
not.
God.
I'm the adventurer in this story. Are you kidding me?
Okay.
Whoop me now, sir. I'm grown. Got a mustache and a cigarette. I'm 12. Welcome. That was mine.
I'm picturing little Katt.
was
Did you have
terrible.
the stick and your goods and a little kerchief?
No.
Did you walk
no,
out
I
with
had
a
a full
suitcase?
suitcase and a Rottweiler puppy. So
Did you left with the dog?
destined for failure. Yes.
Well, it's like, and a dependent.
I'm taking a
you know?
responsibility.
Exactly. It's like, man, and I'll take this puppy. So where'd you go? Where was the first place you and your Rottweiler puppy went when you left your house?
Miami, Florida.
You went to a whole nother state.
That was always the thing.
How'd you get to Miami?
I went to a truck stop
Uh-huh. Oh, the best place to go. Wow.
because everybody's going out of here.
Mm-hmm.
And so then I checked license plates because I was looking for a warm destination and I was hoping for LA or California, but Miami presented itself and the guy let me and the Rottweiler puppy get in the back part
Wow.
of the empty truck and he would stop every once in a while.
Did you
We'd
have
hop
any
out.
money? How'd you
was
feed the
loaded.
Rottweiler?
I was loaded. I must have had $1,200 and you could not have told me that I was
Did you
not
really
a young
have
million.
$1,200?
Oh, yes. ma'am. Yes.
How'd you get all
how'd you
this
get
money?
$1,200?
So the only thing I was allowed to do, I was allowed to cut grass in the summer
Okay.
and I was allowed to shovel snow in the winter. So I probably had 60 clients on each
Oh,
end.
dang.
I'm
Okay.
only
You were an
making,
entrepreneur.
I own the lawnmower and the shovels. And,
Wow.
and so me having money just gave me the ability to not have to wear the clothes that my parents wanted me to wear to school. I could wear that out, go change, get into something fly and presentable for school. And then like I was living multiple lives, but the money made it possible for me
you
to
to-
have that freedom. And I learned that pretty early on.
What was your alter ego with your money when you went to school? Were you one way at home because you were dressing different, and then you took your lawnmower money and went to school and your whatever? Who were you?
I had a relationship with the candy lady. So I was in sales already and I was buying at a wonderful price, upselling and supplying schoolmates with candy
So you were
and
that
treats,
kid. You were
right?
the
And
kid
so-
that had the annihilators.
Plus,
and
I had money,
Mhm.
so I didn't have to. I was able to treat the women that I liked
Nice.
really nice,
Nice.
and I learned that supplying happiness to people.
So you were
is
money
a
Mike
thing.
early.
Yes, yeah, Money Micah. Yeah, yeah.
Was that
Money
where your
Micah.
character came from? Money Micah, you were practicing that at 13
It
with your
seems
candy
like it's all
business.
planned out, but God showed me early on that there was this pathway, and I wasn't really certain of how to make sure that I was on it or
Wow.
So
behaving
you
correctly.
get to Miami.
Yeah, so we
Still
get to Miami.
with your puppy.
Yeah. This trip probably only took us maybe 3 days at the most. Maybe.
H1. Video commentary. Superheroes we have seen in the country. All right, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Your boy is back with another reaction video. And today, oh man, today we've got something special. We're looking at superheroes we have seen in the country. And I already know this is gonna be wild. I can feel it in my bones. Let's not waste any time. Let's jump right into this thing. Okay, so the video's starting and wait. Hold on. Is that a dude in a homemade Spider-Man costume directing traffic? Bro, already? We're not even 30 seconds in, and we've already got Uncle Ben's nephew out here serving the community. Look at those web shooters though. Those are literally are those toilet paper rolls painted red? I cannot with this already. The dedication is unmatched though. You gotta respect it. This man woke up, looked at the traffic situation, and said, you know what? The city needs me. And the cars are actually listening to him. That's what's crazy. Like you'd think people would just ignore a guy in a DIY Spider-Man suit, but no. They're stopping. They're going when he tells them to go. He's out here actually making a difference. That's actually kind of beautiful when you think about it. Sometimes the hero we need isn't the one with real superpowers. It's just someone willing to put on the suit and show up. I'm getting emotional already, and we're not even a minute in. Oh. Now we've got, I don't even know what superhero this is supposed to be. Is that Batman? Is that Black Panther? It's like a combination of both, like if they did the fusion dance from Dragon Ball Z. The mask is definitely Batman inspired, but the suit is all black and tactical, like Wakanda Forever type vibes. And he's cleaning up a park? Just picking up trash with those tactical gloves? Not all heroes wear capes, but this hero does wear a cape, and he's using it to carry extra trash bags. Efficiency. That's what I'm talking about. The little kids in the background are losing their minds right now. Look at them. They think a real superhero is in their neighborhood. And honestly, who's to say he's not? He's doing more for that community than most politicians. I'll tell you that much. Oh man. One kid just asked for an autograph. This is wholesome content right here. This is the good stuff that the internet needs more of. Okay, moving on to the next clip and, yo, is that a whole squad? We've got Discount Avengers out here. Let me see. We've got Walmart Iron Man, Wish.com Thor, Amazon Prime Wonder Woman, and I think that's supposed to be Captain America, but the shield is a literal trash can lid. I am deceased. The creativity is off the charts. They're at what looks like a children's hospital, and they're visiting kids. Oh man, my heart, my whole entire heart. Look at these kids' faces. They're so happy. It doesn't even matter that these aren't the real Avengers. These children are experiencing pure joy right now. Iron Man's repulsor beam is just a flashlight with red cellophane over it. But that little girl thinks she's seeing the real thing. She's smiling ear to ear. You know what? These people are the real superheroes. They took time out of their day, made these costumes, and went to bring happiness to children who are going through tough times. I'm not crying, you're crying. Thor just gave a kid his hammer, and it's obviously made out of cardboard and duct tape. But that kid is holding it like it's the real Mjolnir. He's swinging it around. He feels powerful. That's what it's all about right there. Making someone feel special, making them feel strong when they might be feeling weak. I gotta pause the video for a second, because this is hitting different. Let's continue. Next clip is, okay, we're in what looks like a busy market or shopping district, and there's a Superman running around helping people with their groceries. This man is committed to the role. He's got the cape flowing, the S on his chest, the whole 9 yards. The suit might be a little tight in some places and a little loose in others, but the spirit is there. He's carrying bags for elderly ladies. He's helping people reach high shelves. He's doing the most. Someone just dropped a watermelon, and it's rolling away, and Superman dives for it. He didn't catch it. It still exploded, but the effort, the dedication to stopping that watermelon like it was a runaway train. The lady is laughing. He's laughing. Everyone around is laughing. He just created a moment of joy in the middle of someone's regular Tuesday afternoon. That's powerful, man. Oh, here we go. New segment. Now we've got someone dressed as the Flash and they're at a marathon? That makes sense, actually. Oh, wait. No, they're not running in the marathon. They're running alongside it, giving water to the runners. That's actually genius. The Flash is known for being fast, so he's using that theme to zip up and down the marathon route, making sure everyone stays hydrated. The symbol is being used for good. I love it. His costume is very clearly spray-painted red sweatpants and a red hoodie with a lightning bolt drawn on it in yellow marker. But again, it's not about the production value. It's about the intention. And this man's intention is to keep these marathon runners from getting dehydrated. He's probably run more than some of the actual participants at this point. Look at him go. He's not even tired. Maybe he does have superpowers. Okay. This next one is interesting. We've got what appears to be a homemade Hulk, and he's at a gym helping people lift weights. As a spotter, the Hulk is all about strength. So he's using that association to motivate people and keep them safe while they work out. His green paint is already starting to sweat off, though. I'm not gonna lie. His face is like 3 different shades right now. But he's still out here growling encouragement at people doing bench presses. Hulk says 1 more rep. I can hear him from here. The dedication. Someone just hit a new personal record, and Hulk is hyped. He's flexing. The whole gym is cheering. This is community building at its finest. You know how hard it is to get a gym full of strangers to care about your personal achievements? But when the Hulk tells you you're strong, you feel strong. Moving on, and what is this? Is someone dressed as Aquaman teaching kids to swim? That's brilliant. That's actually so smart. Kids who might be scared of the water are getting in the pool because they think Aquaman is teaching them. The psychological genius of this. His trident is a pool noodle, though. I just noticed that. A pool noodle trident. That's some next-level resourcefulness. Look at this little boy who was clinging to the edge of the pool. Aquaman's talking to him, telling him about the ocean, about fish, probably making up some story about Atlantis, and now the kid is letting go of the wall. He's floating with just the kickboard. Character development. We love to see it. This man is out here conquering fears and building confidence while wearing a blonde wig and orange scale pattern shirt. Oh no, wait. The wig just fell off. It's floating in the pool now. The kids are laughing. He's laughing. He just put it back on, all wet and crooked, and kept teaching. That's a professional right there. Never break character. The show must go on, even when your Aquaman wig betrays you in front of your students. Next clip, and we're back outside. There's a person dressed as, I want to say Green Lantern? Yeah, that's definitely supposed to be Green Lantern. They're at a park, and they're teaching kids about recycling and taking care of the environment, using the Green Lantern's whole willpower thing to teach about having the willpower to make good choices for the planet. I see what they did there. That's actually really clever. The ring is glowing. How'd they make it glow? Oh, it's just a glow stick. It's a glow stick wrapped around their finger. But these kids think they're seeing a real power ring. They're asking if they can try it on. Green Lantern is explaining that everyone has the power to protect the Earth. They don't need a special ring. Bro, the lesson, the message. This is educational programming disguised as superhero fun. Wait, there's a whole demonstration happening. They're showing the kids how to sort recyclables. There's bins labeled plastic, paper, glass, and the kids are racing to sort trash correctly. They turned environmental education into a game, and because Green Lantern is the one hosting it, the kids are invested. Little Timmy over here is not about to let Green Lantern down by putting a plastic bottle in the paper bin. Oh man, here comes another one. This looks like a street festival or something, and there's a whole group of superheroes walking around. I'm seeing Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Black Widow, Scarlet Witch, Doctor Strange, and like 3 different Spider-Men. It's a whole convention. They're doing face painting, balloon animals, taking photos with people. This is like Comic-Con, but make it wholesome community service. One of the Spider-Men is doing flips, and the crowd is going wild. I mean, they're not great flips. He almost kicked someone in the face, but the enthusiasm is there. The other Spider-Man is doing balloon animals, and they all look like red blobs with googly eyes, but the kids don't care. Every kid thinks they got a balloon web shooter. The imagination is doing the heavy lifting here. Doctor Strange is doing magic tricks. Of course he is. He's pulling coins from behind kids' ears, making cards disappear, the whole 9 yards. His cape is definitely a bedsheet, though. I can see the floral pattern peeking through the red fabric dye. But you know what? He's creating wonder. He's making kids believe in magic. That's the whole point. Black Widow is teaching little girls self-defense moves. Yes, I love this. She's showing them how to stand strong, how to be aware of their surroundings, how to be confident. These little girls are punching the air like they're training for the Avengers. And honestly, they might be. You don't know. One of them could grow up to be a real hero because this person in a costume took the time to empower them today. Okay, new location. This looks like a retirement home or assisted living facility. And, oh my gosh, there's a Captain America here visiting the elderly residents. This is touching. Look at these veterans. Some of them are wearing their old military caps, and they're saluting this person in a Captain America costume. They're sharing stories. They're laughing. They're being seen and valued. Captain America just sat down to play checkers with this elderly gentleman. This next clip see how much going to wreck me. I can already tell. When was the last time someone just sat and spent time visiting a special needs school? The shield is popped up against various disabilities and challenges. Very clearly made of cardboard. There's a whole team of superheroes here is looking at sure every single child he's probably thinking about his own service. Special. There's a child in a wheelchair, and Iron Man is kneeling down, showing them the arc reactor, which is clearly a flashlight with some cellophane, but again, doesn't matter. The kid is fascinated. They're touching it, asking questions, and Iron Man is explaining how it works, with so much patience and kindness. This is someone who understands that their role right now isn't to be accurate to a movie character. It's to be present with this child. There's a nonverbal child, and Spider-Man is communicating with them through gestures and expressions, and the kid is responding. They're doing the web shooter hand gesture together. They're connecting. This is beautiful. This child found a way to communicate and play with Spider-Man, and the joy on both their faces is radiant. The teachers and therapists are watching, and you can see how much this means to them too. They work so hard every day to help these kids learn and grow and thrive. And to see an entire team of superheroes show up just to play with their students and make them feel special, that's affirming their work. That's supporting their mission. That's showing these kids are special and are valuable and are worth celebrating. All right, switching gears, new clip shows superheroes at a pet adoption event. Of course, this is genius. There's Catwoman naturally, Aquaman makes sense, and is that Rocket Raccoon? Perfect. They're helping people meet adoptable pets, playing with the animals, encouraging adoptions. A family just adopted a dog, and Catwoman is taking a photo with them and their new pet. That photo is going to be a cherished memory. Remember when we adopted Buddy and Catwoman was there? Yes. Make pet adoption exciting. Make it an event. All the animals are getting attention because everyone wants to meet the pets that the superheroes are playing with. That shy cat in the corner that nobody was looking at? Aquaman just picked it up and started petting it, and now there's 3 families interested. This is strategic. This is helping animals find homes by making them part of the superhero experience. Oh man, Rocket Raccoon just bonded with an actual raccoon that was rescued, and they're both just sitting there, and everyone's taking pictures and losing their minds. This is content. This is the good content. The raccoon looks so confused, but also kind of into it. Next up, we've got superheroes at a blood drive. That makes sense. They're encouraging people to donate blood. They're keeping donors entertained while they wait. They're making a medical procedure feel less scary. There's a kid who looks nervous about seeing their parent donate, and Captain America is there explaining how brave their mom is being. The healthcare workers look so happy. They're smiling, they're joking with the superheroes, and you can tell this is making their job easier. When people are relaxed and having fun, donations go smoother. When there's a positive atmosphere, more people are willing to participate. These costumed volunteers are literally helping save lives by increasing blood donation rates. Someone just finished donating, and Thor is giving them a high five and calling them a mighty warrior. And that person looks so proud. They just did something that might save up to 3 lives, and they're being celebrated for it by a god. That's going to make them want to donate again. That's creating repeat donors. This is brilliant public health strategy disguised as fun superhero content. Okay, this next one is interesting. There's superheroes at a job fair. They're helping people with resumes, doing practice interviews, boosting confidence. I love this. Not all heroism is flashy. Sometimes being a hero means helping someone find employment so they can support their family. Batman is doing a mock interview with someone and giving them feedback on their answers. Tell me about a time you overcame a challenge. If Batman is asking you interview questions, you better have a good answer. But he's being encouraging, he's being constructive, he's helping this person prepare for real opportunities. Wonder Woman is helping someone write a cover letter, and they're working through it together, talking about their strengths and experiences. This person came to a job fair and got career counseling from Wonder Woman. That's a story they're telling everyone. And more importantly, they're leaving with a better resume and more confidence. There's a whole workshop happening in the corner where the Flash is teaching people about time management and organization for job hunting, using his speed theme to talk about efficiency. The metaphors are working. People are taking notes. They're engaged. They're learning valuable skills while being entertained. New location alert. This looks like a beach cleanup, and there's a whole squad of ocean-themed heroes. Aquaman, obviously, but also some custom water-based heroes I don't recognize. Wave Warrior? Tide Turner? People are creating their own characters to match their local environmental needs. I love it. They're picking up trash. They're educating people about ocean pollution. They're making environmental activism fun and accessible. Kids are running around with trash bags, pretending they're on a heroic quest to save the ocean. Because they are. That's not pretend. They're literally saving marine life right now by removing plastic from the beach. Someone just found a sea turtle tangled in fishing line, and Aquaman is carefully helping remove it, while explaining to the gathered crowd why ocean conservation matters. This is real-time environmental education. This is making a difference. And because it's happening with someone in an Aquaman costume, there's a crowd paying attention. The costume is attracting an audience for an important message. The turtle's free. Everyone's cheering. Aquaman just released it back toward the water, and people are crying happy tears. This is the power of combining heroism with real action. This isn't just dress-up. This is using the inspiration of superheroes to motivate real positive change. All right, catching my breath. Let me sip some water real quick, because we're not even done yet, and this video just keeps delivering. Every clip, is showing me another way that regular people are choosing to put on costumes and serve their communities, and I'm here for all of it. Okay, next clip. Oh, this is a soup kitchen. Superheroes are serving meals to people experiencing homelessness. This is important work. This is dignified, necessary, valuable work, and they're doing it with kindness and respect. What strikes me is how the superheroes are interacting with the guests. They're not just serving food, they're having conversations. They're learning names. They're treating everyone with dignity and respect. Superman just sat down to eat with someone, sharing a meal, talking like friends. That's what it's about, seeing the humanity in everyone. A man just told Wonder Woman that this is the first time he's smiled in weeks. She's listening to his story. She's just present with him. Sometimes being a hero isn't about big dramatic saves. It's about small moments of connection. It's about making someone feel seen and valued when the world has made them feel invisible. The Flash is playing cards with a group of folks who finished eating, just spending time with them. Not rushing off to the next thing, just being there. These are people who are often ignored or avoided, and here come these bright, colorful characters who sit down and treat them like friends. That's powerful. That's transformative. New scene. Oh, this is a mental health awareness event. Superheroes are here talking about mental health, fighting stigma, encouraging people to seek help. This is so important. There's people sharing their stories, and superheroes are listening and supporting. There's a booth where you can talk to a hero about mental health struggles, and there's trained counselors in the costumes, offering support and resources. That's brilliant. Breaking down the stigma by framing seeking help as something even heroes do. The messaging is clear. Even superheroes need help sometimes. It's okay to not be okay. Someone just shared their recovery story, and all the superheroes are applauding and celebrating their bravery. That person is being treated like the real hero, which they are. Overcoming mental health challenges is a superpower. Surviving is heroic. And this event is making sure people know that. There's resources everywhere, hotline numbers, information about therapy, support group schedules. And people are taking them, because the superheroes are normalizing getting help. They're making it okay. They're making it heroic even, to reach out when you need support. Okay, switching to another clip, and is this a senior prom? There's teenagers in formal wear and superheroes serving as security, chaperones. No, wait. They're there to make sure everyone feels included. I see some students who might have special needs, and the superheroes are making sure they're having a great time. There's a student in a wheelchair, and Captain America just asked them to dance, and they're wheeling around the dance floor together, and everyone's cheering. That's inclusion. That's making sure every single person at this prom feels special and included and celebrated. Spider-Man is taking pictures with students who might not have dates, making sure everyone has prom photos to remember. These are memories being created. These are moments these students will treasure forever. Remember when Spider-Man was at our prom? How many schools can say that? And more importantly, how many students are going home tonight feeling valued and included because someone made the effort to dress up and make them feel special? All right, next scene coming in hot. We've got superheroes at a farmer's market, and they're promoting local businesses and healthy eating. There's a super nutrition squad or something like that. They're sampling fruits and vegetables, talking to kids about healthy choices, supporting small farmers and vendors. The kids are actually excited about trying vegetables, because Captain Carrot, or whatever his name is, told them it would give them superpowers. Genius marketing. Want to be strong like Superman? Eat your broccoli. And it's working. I just saw a kid voluntarily eat a piece of kale. A child eating kale without being forced. This is unprecedented. The local vendors are loving this too. Business is booming because everyone wants to buy produce from the stand that the superheroes are at. It's supporting the local economy while promoting health and nutrition. This is multi-layered community impact right here. Oh, there's a cooking demonstration happening. Iron Chef Iron Man is showing families how to make healthy meals on a budget. He's got a portable cooking setup and he's making a stir-fry with local vegetables, and the crowd is taking notes. People are asking questions. They're engaged. Food education through superhero content. Who would have thought? No clip, and this is a protest or rally of some kind. Oh, interesting. The superheroes aren't leading it. They're providing safety and support. They're making sure people have water, directing traffic, keeping things peaceful and organized. They're using their visible presence to create a safe space for people to exercise their rights. That's actually a really smart use of the superhero concept. The costumes make them highly visible and approachable, so people know who to go to if they need help. And the superhero imagery promotes peace and protection. Nobody's going to start trouble when Captain America is standing there reminding everyone about doing the right thing. They're also documenting everything, making sure there's a record of events. Some have cameras, some are live streaming. They're being witnesses, being present, being supportive, without co-opting the message. That's how you ally correctly. That's how you use privilege and visibility to support others. All right, moving on. Oh snap, we've got superheroes at a vaccination clinic. They're helping with a community health initiative. There's kids who are nervous about getting shots, and Spider-Man is there telling them how brave they are. Even Spider-Man had to get his shots to fight the bad guys. The kids are buying it. The healthcare workers are thrilled, because the presence of these superheroes has increased turnout significantly. Parents brought their kids specifically because they advertised that superheroes would be there. That's public health innovation. That's meeting the community where they are, and removing barriers to healthcare access. One kid just got their shot, and didn't even cry, because they were so focused on talking to Batman about the Batmobile. The distraction technique is real. And now they're getting a sticker and a high five from Batman. That's positive reinforcement. That kid's going to remember getting vaccinated as the time they met Batman, not as something scary. Next up, there's superheroes at a library hosting a reading challenge. They're encouraging kids to read more books over the summer. For every book a kid reads, they get a stamp on their hero card, and when they fill it up, they get a prize. The prizes are things like a photo with a superhero, a cape, or a certificate, declaring them a reading hero. The library is packed. There's kids everywhere picking out books, sitting in reading corners, excitedly telling the superheroes about what they're reading. This is literacy promotion at its finest. They've gamified reading and made it cool by associating it with superheroes. Wonder Woman is in the mythology section, helping kids find books about Greek legends and explaining how those stories influenced her character. That's connecting fiction to education. That's making learning relevant and engaging.